One man, 2 decades, 1,000 leads, and a global manhunt that reshaped the modern intelligence era. From the mountains of Tora Bora to a walled fortress in Pakistan, this is the real untold story behind how the world's most wanted ghost was finally found. And it all began with a lie about falcons. In December 2001, the mountains of Tora Bora roared with explosions. US forces armed with intel and firepower believed they had Osama Bin Laden cornered. Local Afghan fighters aided the assault, and the area was carpet-bombed relentlessly.
But when boots hit the caves, he was gone.
The CIA called it a once-in-a-generation miss. Only about 20 people were captured. Most were nobodies. But one man, a Saudi national, stood out. His name was Mohammed al-Qahtani, and his story was strange. He said he'd come to Afghanistan to study falconry. That lie unraveled a conspiracy. Al-Qahtani had been denied entry to the US in August 2001, weeks before 9/11. He had no return ticket, just $2,800 in cash. He was sent back. But a phone call from Orlando Airport that same day connected to a known Al-Qaeda line. Then, surveillance footage revealed something chilling. Mohammed Atta, ringleader of 9/11, had rented a car at that same airport. He was waiting for Al-Qahtani. It's now believed Al-Qahtani was supposed to be the 20th hijacker. His capture unlocked a cascade of revelations.
Hands up, don't move!
In March 2002, Abu Zubaydah was arrested. He revealed the mastermind, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, or KSM. 1 year later, KSM was captured. During interrogations, Al-Qahtani and others began mapping Al-Qaeda's 3-tiered structure. Recruits and operatives, mid-tier planners, and at the top, Osama Bin Laden, the silent general orchestrating chaos from the shadows. Yet for all they knew, Bin Laden might as well have been a ghost. Then came a pivot. If Bin Laden couldn't be found, his messengers could. In 2004, Kurdish forces detained Hassan Gul, an Al-Qaeda operative, with a letter addressed to Bin Laden. Gul dropped a name that had surfaced before, Al-Kuwaiti. He claimed this man delivered messages directly to Bin Laden, but the trail led into a fog of contradictions. Who was Kuwaiti? Nobody could agree. KSM called him a nobody. So did Abu Faraj al-Libi, Bin Laden's then chief of operations. But that, in itself, was suspicious. Why would they all downplay him? Then came the revelation from an unlikely source. In 2007, a foreign intelligence agency uncovered Kuwaiti's real name, Ibrahim Saeed Ahmed, a Pakistani man who had grown up in Kuwait. The ghost finally had a face.
In 2010, NSA agents began tracking Kuwaiti and his every move. They intercepted a handful of suspicious calls linked to his known alias. He almost never used his phone, and when he did, he removed the battery, making him nearly impossible to trace. There was one exception, a single location near Peshawar. That's where the trail sharpened. Agents closed in on Kuwaiti, then they followed him home. It was nothing like the homes around it. No internet, no phone lines, blacked out windows, the walls 3 meters high, topped with barbed wire. Inside, a man they called the Pacer walked the garden at night, always alone, never leaving. From rented safe houses nearby, CIA teams watched for months. Every movement, every shadow. They were convinced this was more than a hideout. This was a fortress. Washington had a choice: risk an airstrike and lose the chance to confirm the kill, or send men in and bring back proof. The president made the call. Operation Neptune Spear was a go. On 1st May 2011, just after 11 p.m. local time,
2 Black Hawk helicopters lifted from Jalalabad, Afghanistan. On board, the most elite warriors in the US military. SEAL Team 6. Flying low to avoid radar, they skimmed over the Afghan border into Pakistan. 30 minutes in, disaster. 1 Black Hawk lost lift in the warm night air and crash-landed inside the compound. The mission didn't stop. Room by room, floor by floor, the SEALs cleared the building. Armed guards went down fast. Women and children were moved aside. Up a narrow staircase, the point man saw him. Tall, bearded, frozen in the shadows of a third-floor bedroom. 2 shots to the chest, 1 to the head. Osama Bin Laden was dead. The team moved with precision. Intel was bagged. A quick DNA swab was taken. One of his wives confirmed the identity, all of it in under 5 minutes. Then, over the radio, the words they had trained a lifetime to say: Geronimo EKIA. Enemy killed in action. The body was loaded. Sensitive equipment was destroyed, including the crippled Black Hawk. By the time the call reached the Situation Room, the SEALs were already gone, swallowed by the night. Hours later, the world would learn the truth. The hunt was over. Osama bin Laden's death didn't end the war on terror, but for a world scarred since September 11th, it was the closest thing to justice. Proof that even the most elusive ghost leaves a trail for those who refuse to stop following it.